Hello, welcome to another episode of the Hey Girl Hey podcast, episode 9. Today we're going to talk about some NCLEX motivational talk. So most likely than not, you feel a little bit down. That's why you're seeking for some motivational advice from a complete or random stranger on the interwebs that actually made it. So these are the things I always tell myself when I feel down, or I feel like I'm all alone, or like I'm just like, oh, I think I'm the only one left in my group. I haven't taken my test. So it actually took me a while to accept my fate to become a nurse. So I study quite a lot. I persevere. I try to pursue nursing for like from time to time, like on and off. I have like a love-hate relationship about it. Like I try to like stray away, but then like something in me was just like, well. So you could say this is what actually kept me going. Anyways, here are some tips and motivation for you. Let's go. So number one tip is to study smart and well. Now it's all about the quality and not the number of hours you study, because like you will feel burnout if you study for like 8 hours. Somebody actually told me this. Like, Kim, you don't have to study for 8 hours straight. You need to have like, like intermittent breaks from time to time, like let your brain kind of like rest a little bit. So I started applying that, and in a day I tried to study at least an hour or 4 hours tops. I could put like 10 minutes break, 5-minute bladder break, something like that. If I feel kind of like burnt out, I try to like walk around anywhere really, inside my house, outside, just to keep my mind off things. So like whenever I look at the questions and whatever I'm studying at the moment, I would be like, hey, it might not be so bad. So number 2 is to not give up and just keep on going. Like, sure, you fail from time to time. Like, yeah, you didn't do anything great on the last chapter or your last couple of questions, but hey, this is all practice. Everything you're doing is all practice. What matters most is the ball game and the end game. So just keep going. And if you feel down or whatever, always, it would be great if you actually have a support system, and it would be awesome if they actually believe in you. Now, if nobody believes in you, just believe in yourself. Like, there's no one else who's gonna believe or do it for you but you. So go get it. So another one would be tunnel vision. Just focus on your goal. Like, you managed to survive nursing school. This is just a test to recall if you actually learned something, Number, I don't even know what number it is. The next one is time management, because I really suck at time management. But now, as I'm a little bit grown up, I try to like stick to it. Like when I was studying for the NCLEX, I don't really like studying in the morning because I feel really groggy or drowsy. I'm just like, where am I? Who is this? I'm just kidding. But it's like one of those things, like, I know I'm not a morning person. So when I scheduled my NCLEX, I scheduled it for, I think, somewhere in the afternoon. Because like if you schedule it really late, you're kind of like, driving in the dark, or like you don't really know how long you're going to be there. So, try to schedule it accordingly to your body clock or your preference. Next up would be, let me flip the page. Now, if you failed before, it doesn't really matter, because like once you pass, like, it's the same license. No one's gonna, ask like, oh, how many times it took you to pass? Well, some people do, but they're kind of like, whatever. But like, as long as you pass, as long as you made it, you're one of us now. One of us. You see, failure is part of the process in life. It makes you more humble and see things differently. And it's a point in your life when you got to be ready for a greater comeback. Don't let that setback put you down. Think of it as like, okay, what do I need to improve upon? Hopefully, you learn from your weaknesses and strengthen that. So, like when you stumble upon like a question, kind of like that makes you wonder, like, what do I actually need to do? You know. So yeah. This is like another tip for when you're about to take your exam. So so hopefully you adopted a healthier lifestyle. By that I mean like get some good hours of sleep, some exercise in between, and try to unwind, breathe, and do a little bit of self-care. This is one of those stressful stressful this is one of those stressful moments in your life. So make sure you pace yourself and just breathe, take it all in, and sooner or later it will all be over. And that's all the motivational talk and tips and tricks I got for you. I hope you learned something. And that's basically it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'd like to thank my sponsor, my homeboy Julio. Thanks for the mic again. Thank you so much for making this episode of Hey Girl Hey podcast. See you on the next one. Goodbye for now.